And it's a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ilinden Sports Centre. Round 22 action of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. And it's the final game to conclude the round. Top of the table, Rockdale Ilinden hosting 14th place Hills United. Will Gotts is with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today. Hello and welcome to wherever you are watching this around the world. It's a cold day here in Sydney. About 13 degrees at the moment. Feels like 6.5 on the weather zone. So we're hoping for some hot action on the field as we see both sets of players exchange pleasantries before us. And whilst they do that, we'll run through tonight's lineups for you. Firstly, the visiting side, Hills United. They've got three changes to the side that went down 2-0 to Wollongong Wolves last week. In goals, number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Pitkovsky. Number 9, Uakubo. Number 11, Anthony Frangi. Number 15, Noah Casserly. Number 20, Thomas Lopez. Number 22, Byron Gin. Number 26, Tommy Mako. Number 27, the skipper, Nikolai Muller. Number 6, Isaac Hovar. And one of the transfers that came across midweek, Maki Petratos, number 8, rounds out the starting 11. On the bench, Jordan Lane, Cam Philp, Glenn Kelshaw. One of the other Petratos brothers, Dimi Petratos, Lockie Sepping, who also made his way across from Nepean. And William Lucas. They are coached by Luke Casserly. Whilst for the home side, Rockdale Ilinden, they'll be looking to make it 10 wins from their last 11 games. And they look like this today. In goals, one of the new recruits, Nicholas Soros. Number 2, Daniel Collins. Number 4, Robbie Speranza. Number 5, Giorgio Speranza. 6 is Isaac Dunzor. 7, the skipper, Alec Urushevsky. 11, Lockie Constable. 23, Hunter Elliott. 66, Matthew Cordier. And just the one change for them coming into the lineup today. Number 77, So Kataoka. In place of Dean Pelikanos, who's out suspended on yellow cards. The bench, Lockie Griffiths, by Antonio, Yinka Sunmola, Bray Ovens, Blake Rashudo, and the reserve keeper, Ricardo Rizzo. They are coached by Nick Stavroulakis. Today's referee, Michael Wiener. The assistants, Lance Greenshields and Shabel Geha. So very experienced officialdom today. And Thomas Dale is your 4th official. As we just wait for kickoff, only moments away. A late change of one of the players. Petratos taking off his cross. So we should have kickoff within seconds as Mike Petratos makes his way onto the field. Rockdale kicking off, running from right to left on your screen in their traditional red and black strip. Hills in their traditional yellow and white, running from left to right. Kickoff underway here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. And Rockdale with the first possession of the game. Headed back downfield by Casserly. Here's Kataoka. Tommy Mako comes in and wins the ball. Isaac Hovar looks to play it out to Frangi, and we'll have the first throw of the afternoon just inside the Hills defensive half, taken by Rockdale. Here's Daniel Collins. Elliott. Dunzor shifts across to the left now. Here's Roberto Speranza. A diagonal ball across. Giorgio Speranza doubles up behind Matthew Cordier. The ball in the box for Shalakian, and Petratos there just leaves it for Muller. Muller goes down under the challenge of Kataoka. So a quick free kick taken by Hills. And Cordier just nods that one towards Giorgio Speranza. Can't keep it in, so throw into Hills just on the halfway line. Byron Gin to be taking this one with a long throw, looking for the head on from Akubo. Collins will get there ahead of Lopez and sends it out for a throw. Of course, a big challenge for Rockdale today. Maintain that gap at the top of the competition. 2 comprehensive victories from the teams chasing them this weekend. Apia, resounding 5-0 victory yesterday over St George. Whilst on Friday night, Marconi disposed of Sydney FC 4-0. So they'll need to be on their game today to maintain that. Hills desperate, of course, fighting in that relegation battle down the bottom of the competition. And how important a victory would be for them today in that battle to survive. Dunzor there just gets his ball blocked by Mako, And here's Giorgio Speranza for Cordier. She just holds him up. Has to come back in field. Petrados there lends a hand, but it's still with Rockdale. And Speranza now measures this one in, looking for Urushevsky. Gets in behind Alec Urushevsky in the block by Ryan Wood. Well, he spread himself there, Ryan Wood. And so he needed to. Urushevsky pouncing. Already on 22 goals this year. Looking to make it 23. Fabulous output when you think of Hills have only scored 24 themselves. Chalakian with the corner. Away by Lopez. Helped on down the field. Soros. Former senior Olympic keeper, of course, coming across last Friday in that mad transfer window. Rockdale losing their top keeper, Devonish Mears, to Sydney FC, which we knew for weeks, but was confirmed last week. And it's still with Rockdale now. Kataoka goes near post. Ryan Wood again with a vital save at the near post. Blocks it away for another corner. So some pressure early for Hills. As Rockdale look to apply the blowtorch early on and play from in front. Chalakian with the corner. Sends it near post, looking for the flick on header. They get that, but it's helped away by Petkovsky, the former Rockdale skipper. In the heart of the defence for Hills these days. How he would love to get a victory over his old side today. Daniel Petkovsky. He's Speranza. That's Giorgio to his brother Roberto. And Dunzel dropping in the centre circle. Turns and plays it and finds Constable, who shifts the ball out wide to Urushevsky. The ball in for Kataoka, but it was well read by Petkovsky, but Urushevsky fighting hard again. Second ball out, still with Rockdale. Dunzel. Giorgio Speranza. Cordier to his left. Plays it. Kubo holds him up, so got that middle block at the moment. Hills, or Kubo. Him and Mako come together, but it's Rockdale who come away with it. Cordier, Chalakian, heavy first touch, and Castley just plays it away to safety. He's Elliott. Chalakian gets dispossessed. And it's Nikolai Muller now, looking to win a free kick. Gets to his feet. The referee right on the spot says play on. No foul, no obstruction. Over for Petrados. And you heard right, Petrados, formerly of the St. George City variety, just the one brother still there, but Mackie as well as Dimmy coming across last week, so it's been a weekend of catching up with all the transfer news. One that sees a lot more depth for Hills in the run home. 8 rounds to go after this one. Every point vital. Whether you're chasing premiership, whether you're chasing the top 6, survival down towards the bottom with a lot of those lower tiered sides at the moment. Chalking victories in recent weeks. It's really a competition, very hard to pick. Constable plays it for Urushevsky and it's away by Jin. Just under 6 minutes here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Will Gotts with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today. Whether you're watching it from within Australia or across around the globe. The only Sunday game today. Of course, the first 7 of the 8 games completed. 1 on Friday and 6 yesterday. Here's Chalakian. Cordier to his left. He drives towards the 18-yard box. He goes it alone, and the dink in for Speranza, and sort of had to check his run there. Giorgio Speranza. Comfortable in the end for Ryan Wood, though. And look for the runs from the wing-backs today. Giorgio Speranza, Hunter Elliott. For Rockdale. Roberto Speranza gets his second start since coming back from his ACL reconstruction. Massive performance from him last week that saw him make the team of the week, around 21 team of the week. Certainly love the chat post-game, shirts off and all. Great to see Robbie back for this back part of the season. He'll be an integral part of Rockdale's title for the challenge. The ball in, and it's over Soros. He looks to get a touch to it, but evades him in the end. Had the angles right. Nicholas Soros. There's the assistant near to us, Lance Greenshields. He's pretty much done it all as an assistant here in Australia. Socceroos games, Matildas, A-League Grand Finals. A lot of the A-League referees and assistants coming back in the off-season to apply their trade, no different to a footballer. In the NPL New South Wales men's. As Giorgio Speranza can't keep that one in. Okubo looks to take it quickly, and Ginger says, leave it for me. Trados near. They go longer looking for Lopez. Speranza can't keep that one in, so they double up with a second throw in seconds. Kubo can't keep that one in, and this time it's going to go with Rockdale, so not a lot of flow in these early stages. Both sides filling themselves out. Petrados. Muller, Hova, Mako. Nice possession now from Hills as they try and find a way through this solid Rockdale defence. Chalakian pressing high, can't win it off Mako. The ball in behind and ghosting in an offside position was Yokubo. Of course, the referee today, Michael Wiener, was out for a considerable amount of time through injury himself. There's a few games back. Good to see him in the centre circle, one of the premier referees in the state. Cordier tries to play the 1-2, but not a lot of space there. Dunzor for Speranza. Chalakin just wants it played forward to him, and he can turn, but Cassidy quick off his line, and this time it's a foul on Katoka, bringing down Petrados. Can't miss him with the bright orange boots, Maki Petrados. Elliott with the header, runs it down for Constable. We said that it was a cool day here in Sydney. It's about 12 degrees at the moment here in Rockdale. The weather map does say it feels about 6.5 with the wind. Quite a bit of wind around, so not perfect conditions for both sets of players to play today. Just envisage this one, where possible, being played on the ground. Collins recovers, plays it to Speranza. And Robbie plays it to his brother, Giorgio. Cordier down the line for Chalakian, and Jin recovers, and there's a beautiful ball in for Cordier. Can face ball across, and Alec Gudashevsky couldn't get a toe on it, but he was offside. Assistant on the far side, Shabul Geha had his flag up quickly, but some nice enterprise play between Chalakian and Cordier. Ryan Wood take this one for Hills. Of course, RP in action midweek up against Central Coast Mariners, that rescheduled game. So one of the few teams, along with Marconi and Rockdale, gathering some great momentum through this middle and latish part of the season. Got a wonderful balance there, Franco Parisi. Experience and youth. Brought some great, talented youngsters into the system this year as they head towards the National Second Division. And It served them well. Re-energised, refreshed inside. One of the main teams this year that everyone has to look out for. Petkovsky skips around Constable. Comes back for the second bite. Free kick, no advantage there. Daniel Petkovsky, you thought about going to get the ball there. In the end, Ryan Wood just got a spare ball off one of the kids playing behind the goals. Here's one player, Daniel Petkovsky. If they went for a road run, he'd find every corner, I think, possible. So make sure he didn't do the full kilometres. Smart footballers. Conserve their energy. One of the most experienced players in the side for Hills, Petkovsky. Nikolai Muller there in the centre of the park. They need big minutes from them and quality minutes as well. Elliott slips. Petratos comes in like a gazelle. Tries to play the ball infield for Frengie. Hills with a throw. Frengie double team there. Does it come off Kataoka last? Yes, says the referee. So he did well there, Anthony Frengie. Had Hunter Elliott in front of him, so Kataoka behind him. Managed to find his side a corner. Maki Petratos to swing this one in off his right foot. Goes low and gets the raz from the Rockdale fans on the far side. Not the greatest of distributions, but Rockdale can break on the counter quickly. Here's Cordier. Gin there. Cordier goes around the outside and Gin's still there. The ball in and they find to the back of the net. It's Hunter Elliott. Well, they turned defence into attack. Matthew Cordier got the better of Byron Gin. And Hunter Elliott tucks it away for his third of the season. The league leaders play from in front. It's Rockdale 1, Hills 0. Well, it's fantastic work from Rockdale there on the counter. Wasn't the greatest of corners in from Maki Petratos. But when they broke quickly. Matthew Cordier there with a beautiful, delicious ball in for Hunter Elliott. Couldn't make any mistake from about 3 yards out. Put it on a plate. The only thing missing from that passage of play was a dinner suit. So Hills playing from behind. Let's see what they have in terms of response. Plenty of time left in this one, so no need to go and chase the game and perhaps cop a second. But Luke Cassidy will be looking for a response. Constable Kataoka. Quick feet around Mako. Holds it up for Elliott. We can see the sort of run Hunter Elliott made. He's the right wing back. And in transition, he ends up being the number 9 in the box. Corner to Hills. Coming off Collins last. Maki Petratos once again. Heads across. This time, let's see if he can find some runners in the air. This one, a better delivery. Soros with a punch. Dunzel with Mako. But Muller comes around. Whips that one in. Too close to Soros, who claims comfortably. As he distributes quickly for Collins. Elliott, Constable just in front of him. Got not a lot of space to work with and goes down under the challenge from Anthony Frengie. Paul D with the out suspended at the moment. So Nick Stavroulakis leads from the technical area for another week. On his feet, barking instructions. Wanting to keep the momentum going in these early stages. Cordier. Speranza still going inside. They go to the outside. Chalakian, first time ball in. Cassidy there, just gets as far as Mako. Penalty, says the referee. Well, the late challenge on Matthew Cordier. Referee pointed straight at the spot, as confident as you like. He just got the challenge all wrong there defensively. And it's going to give the premier striker in the league, Alek Urushevsky, a chance to find number 23 of the year. We know Ryan Wood's a great shot stopper. Alek Urushevsky last week with 2 bomb of penalties against Blacktown. Up he steps. And Ryan Wood couldn't do anything there. Gets the right way. But Alek Urushevsky gets his Michael Jordan, the 23rd of the season. Rockdale's second. And they're humming along early here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. What's not to say about the Baker? The Euro bomber, Urushevsky. Scores for fun. There he is off again. I'm telling you, for a number 9, none work harder than Urushevsky. As Cordier stayed down, he's maybe some knee to knee. He's got a lot of discomfort. Urushevsky's gesturing to the referee, and Urushevsky's just asking the ref to stop play, and he's done that now, and the physio is going to go on and check on Matty Cordier. Well, he's been wonderful for them on this left-hand side, Matthew Cordier, in this opening 20 minutes. Got the first assist for Hunter Elliott's goal. Wins the penalty that Alek Urushevsky disposed of. And he had to get his margin all right because Ryan Wood guessed the right way. Just the speed of the ball from Urushevsky, though, finding the back of the net. Number 23 of the season. Not sure how much Rockdale are paying him. I hope they're giving him goal bonuses. Perhaps cut down some hours in the bakery. Well, he's such a great striker up top. Everybody knows what he does, but how do you stop him? That's a different story. Chalakian plays it down for Kataoka. Mako comes away with it. Ferengi to his left, can play it through. Lopez was ahead of him. They've got 4 or 5 red and black shirts around in no time as Kubo goes down. Foul committed by Giorgio Speranza. Isaac Hova will take this one off his left. Can they pull one back from this set piece? Hills United looking to get back in this contest. Hova with the ball in, just dinks it far, and too much pace on it for Cassidy, who was coming through, as well as Lopez. As Nicholas Soros just waits for the ball to come back. Keep an eye on Matthew Cordier's still not 100%. We'll know once he's at full pace once again. Terribly cold day here in Sydney. Hunter Elliott. Constable. He'll come away with it. No, they don't. They lose it back, and Constable infield for Chalakian. Hova there wins it. Cassidy for Jin. Kataoka wins it in the heart of the park. They've got options left and right. They go left to Cordier. Gets that one in off Gin, and it's going to be Rockdale with a corner. Just joining us, Rockdale Ilinden 2 leading Hills United 0. Hunter Elliott in the 15th and Kurushevsky from the spot in the 19th. They're your goal scorers so far. Chalakian goes far. Away by Petkovsky. Still with Rockdale. Speranza. Back out to Chalakian. He's got Speranza as an option. The step over there looks to get around Petrados, and the ball's gone out. So good defensive work there from Maki Petrados. Plenty of talk out there, but it's also windy. Just over halfway through this first half, about to hit 23 minutes in. Rockdale want to keep the ball in play as much as they can. Speranza just plays it down for Dunzo. Constable for Chalakian. Jin gets his head in there. Away by Cassidy. Frangi. Hunter Elliott gets his body in the way and wins it back. Gets high fives from his players and teammates. Look how tight they all bunched at the moment. Comes off Jim, but Petrovsky. Still with Petkovsky. Cordier just corralling him into the corner. Tries to play it down the line. Angle too great. Rockdale once again in possession. Kataoka. Robbie Speranza. Petrados just tried to nick that one off Isaac Dunzel. Did that, but couldn't keep it in play. Giorgio Speranza with a quick throw. Tommy Mako there, strong. Twisting and turning. Cuts infield 1-2. Speed after team. Tommy Mako plays it through, and Tommy Lopez was offside, but the option was across to the left. Anthony Frangi and Mako Petrados in the centre of the park. Tommy Lopez always a fraction offside. Dunzo, Chalakian. Dictating play, Rockdale. They saw what Marconi and Harpy have done this weekend and want to maintain the pace. Both sides in great form, chomping at their heels. Harpy with a game in hand can close it to within 4. Not comfortable enough. So Harpia with a big lead last year. Never going to lose the premiership. Did get tight towards the end though. Not only sides playing for top spot and top 6, but the relegation's rule this year. You look at the bottom of the competition, you know, the Mariners, they had a victory. They move up to 15, but Sydney FC, Hills United, Sutherland, all on 18 points. Of course, the last side gets automatically relegated to League 1. The second last has to play off against Team 2 in League 1. No guarantee there. We look what happened to Mount Druitt last year. Lost on the final day for Western Sydney Wanderers to stay up. And they lost the playoff to St George FC. Of course, Hills comprehensive winners in League 1 last year were the automatic side. Ryan Wood now takes this one and sends it up over the halfway line. Up towards Daniel Collins, who nods it back, and all of a sudden, just like that, Rockdale in possession. Giorgio Speranza stinks that one over the top for Brendan Chalakian, who's ran into space. Cordier plays it infield. First time from Uroshevsky. Can't find the target in Chalakian. Hills with the ball now. Petrados leaves it for Frangi. The no-look ball for Lopez, but well read by Collins. Frangi strong. Referee says okay, but Frangi's stayed down after that challenge. It was somewhat more the aggressor than Daniel Collins. The referee's just going to stop play and check on Anthony Frangi. As Robbie Speranza Ask him if he's okay, and ask for the physio to go on and check on his well-being. If you want to know the score in the under-20s played prior to this, it was a victory to Rockdale, 4-2 over Hills United. It's not only been an interesting competition throughout 1 to 16 this year, but last Friday, plenty of transfer news. Once the window opened once again, a couple players already starting tonight. Nicholas Soros in goals for Rockdale. Maki Petrados for Hills United. Of course, on the bench, Dimi Petrados and Lockie Sepping. Lockie, former Marconi player, went over to Cyprus and came back, helped Nepean get promoted last year. Made the mid-season transfer across to Hills, a talented player. Play a number of positions in the park, predominantly a attacking player, a great left foot. Very handy acquisition for Luke Cassilier, as are the Petrados boys. Speranza, Danzo, Kubo there, just there, but not really trying to apply pressure, so they go down the right-hand side. Here's Elliott. Cuts infield. Low block and plenty of numbers. 9 players behind the ball at the moment for Hills, making it difficult for Rockdale. Already 2 behind. Can ill afford a third. If they scored a third, Rockdale would almost kill the game off. Side that doesn't ordinarily score a lot of goals, just 24 goals in 21 games. And look at the other end of the spectrum. Rockdale with 53, now 55 goals. 23 of those to their captain, their skipper, their number 7, Urushevsky. Frangie just inverting the wingers at the moment. So Frangie's come across to the right. Your Kubo's moved over onto that left-hand side. Jim with the throw. Lopez, Petrados. Jim, Petrados. Not a lot of options there other than to go it alone, and plays it off Speranza. Well, UFC threw our threes on today and almost got a bit of that there. Cordier just knees it down for Chalakian, but Jin coming back and slides in, misses Constable altogether. Cordier peels to his right, and heavy touch. Castley just waited and delayed and pounced when that heavy touch came through. He's been heavily involved today, as I said earlier. Matthew Cordier, the assist for the first, won the penalty for the second. Perhaps could have got a third assist for the day. Switch of play, nice vision for Jin, who keeps that one in ahead of the assistant. Greenshield's in front of him. Cyrus there, fighting with Lopez. Was there a foul? Referee was gesturing that there was a foul, but as the custodian, Cyrus, had the ball in his hands, just decided to play on. Kataoka now. Shift out to Elliott. Rockdale playing this one at their own pace. They apply the accelerator when they choose, and other times happy to keep possession. Here's Cordier. The deflection through with the Chalakian. Uroshevsky onto his left. Alek Uroshevsky makes no mistake. He never misses from there, Uroshevsky. That's 24. That's Rockdale third. And they headed, unless things change, to a big victory here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Well, they fell to his right there, Alek Udashevsky. But you just knew when he chopped it back to his left, there was no stopping him from there. Hotter than the Mojave Desert at the moment, Alek Udashevsky. And 32 and a bit gone. Rockdale have 3. Udashevsky has 2. Elliott has 1. Speranza. Frenchie just dinks it over for Petrados. Speranza strong, put his head there where most players wouldn't. Gets a smile. I tell you what, with Petrados steaming in on him there, Robbie Speranza put his head where not a lot of players would have. So alluding to before the goal, Rockdale playing at their pace, happy to keep possession. Speranza there slides in, gets the final touch. So ball back in possession with Hills United. Lopez, Muller. And that one there under the feet of Kubo. Rockdale fans giving it to him on the far side. Calling this one today with my assistant, my son Isaac. Wing back himself, so he'll be tested in the car on the way home with what he saw out of the various wing backs today, the positives and negatives. Football never sleeps, as they say. Here's Mako. Frangie, nice direct ball over the top now. Petrados, second touch. Soros gets down, parries it away. Cordier now looks to pick out Chalakin and does that. Dunzo for Kataoka. They can shift it across to the right to Elliott. And his space is closed down quickly by Okubo. This time they go through the centre. Dunzo. We haven't skipped a beat in the centre of the park today. Rockdale, Kataoka coming in for the suspended Dean Pelikanos. Here's another great acquisition for Rockdale this year. Former Western Sydney Wanderers captain, the academy. Cordier, Giorgio Speranza. There's a run for you, Isaac. Ball in, near post. Somehow away off the head of Cassidy. Cordier gets the return ball from Dunzo. Gin there, around him he goes. Cordier looking to tee someone up. Chalakian will come at him at 100 mile an hour. Brendan Chalakian didn't even get time to really navigate his header. He's been a real menace for Byron Gin today. Matthew Cordier on this left-hand side. So much of their attacking football, their penetration. Him and Giorgio Speranza. And what a combination they've built up in quick succession this year. Of course, Giorgio and Roberto for many years at Rockdale. Previous to that, Blacktown started their careers at Rockdale. So back to where it all started for them. I'm sure they love the Kabuppies here. One of the best in the business. Here's Dunzo. Cordier again, and Gin's going to have to get there somehow. Udashevsky first time, just gets enough on the block there. Petkovsky. Hova. Some space there in the centre. It's Okubo. Petrados to the right. As Speranza in front of him, goes to the left. Looking to kill that one in the far corner. Always rising. A nice shot from Maki Petrados. It's going to take some effort to score from there against Nicholas Soros. Plenty of height about him. Good there. Chin there in his pocket and concedes the throw. Throw to be taken by Speranza. Giorgio. Good ball there. Referee looks at the assistant Lance Greenshields and he's saying it's Hill's ball and it's the way it goes. Almost 38 minutes gone in this first half. Just joining us, it's Rockdale 3 leading Hills United 0. Rockdale opened the scoring in the 15th minute through Hunter Elliott. Alec Udaszewski in the 19th from the spot. Made it 2-0. And a wonderfully taken goal for Alec Udaszewski's second. Rockdale's third in the 33rd minute. Made it 3-0, and that's how it's remained over the last 5 or 6 minutes. Although, need to keep the momentum going. Rockdale, long ball for Udaszewski. Petkovski there, and Udaszewski tried to steal it off him. Almost not good enough. Over goes down. We'll know all about Alec Udaszewski, Daniel Petkovski, his teammate for a number of years before his move across to Hills United, the number 5 for Hills. We'll need to keep the throttle and the handlebars down today. Frangie there. Well, he was looking for the obstruction from Speranza, but nowhere Robbie Speranza could go. Even if he was dynamo, he couldn't have moved from where he was. Speranza back to Soros. There's a little bit of rain is about. Chin with the throw. Maka came near, but that didn't eventuate. Plays off the chest of Frangie. Just a dink forward for Lopez. Well, he's a tough defender, Robbie Speranza, but that time, a little too aggressive in the back of Tommy Lopez, who's just holding his head. Anthony Frangie will whip this one in for Hills United. Frangie goes near. However, Udaszewski's gone straight down. That's hurt him, Alec Udaszewski. It's a head injury, so the referee's going to have to stop the play. Well, it looks like he just caught the wrong part of his head there, Alec Udaszewski. He went straight down. And if any of you have kicked the balls they use in NPL men's, they are like rocks. Well, he's sitting up. That's a good sign for Alec Udaszewski. Michael Winner, the referee, over there checking on him. As is the physio, Matt Honig. Well, that was whipped in it. Speed from Frangie. Might be okay to go on with Alec Udaszewski, but he's going to have a splitting headache. If he's not 100%, you could almost take him off at half-time. 3-0 up. But knowing Alec, he'll be chasing a hat-trick in the match ball. A drop ball. Frenji there whips that one in. Kubo. Held off by Kataoka. Cleared away to Isakova. The diagonal ball in for Okubo. Matty Cordier. Well, he did well there. He just went to play it down the line to Ale Kurushevsky. Got the deflection of Okubo. Throw in taken quickly. Want to keep the ball in play as much as they can today, Rockdale, and try and wear heels down. I know it's 3-0 and they look like they're headed for a big victory today, but it's tight at the top. And I think a number of positions this year, and perhaps even the premiership as well as the top 6 and the fight for relegation will come down to goal difference. That's how tight it is. So with Marconi scoring 4 this week, Apia 5. I don't want to lose any ground there in terms of goal difference. Muller can't keep that one in. A Hardy group over there, just in the bar area. Giving it to the Hills players whenever they can. It's raining a little bit more now. Not completely undercover here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. We've got a layer on top of a scaffolding, but there are plenty of holes there. Main thing is it's not heavy. Well, we will be in for a wet second half in our vantage point. Petkovsky plays it forward. Dunzel with the ball now for Rockdale. Cordier tries to double around Gin. Cuts inside. Matthew Cordier now has Speranza there. Goes back to the outside. Cassidy comes across it. Asking for a corner, and they get that. Off the studs of Noah Cassidy last. Chalakian now. Onto the penalty spot and away by Cassidy. Elliott has plenty of time. Giorgio Speranza. Brendan Chalakian. He's had a great season too, Brendan Chalakian. From Olympic, Manly United, premiership winning player, champion. Of course, starting out his career at Apia many, many years ago. He's played as well as he's ever played this year, Brendan Chalakian. Here's Anthony Frangi. Katoka there saying our ball. Well, there's no point being silly. It's a free kick. You can hear Lance Greenshields just saying put it on the ground. With 2 additional minutes of time added on. Fourth official Thomas Dales just had his board up. So perhaps 2 minutes for Hills to pull one back. Rain getting heavier here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Southern Sydney. Rockdale is the venue. Over with his left, thinks that one up towards the centre of the 18-yard box, but Soros claimed it comfortably. Well, terrible conditions now. Sent the young fella back to the car to leave the umbrella. Didn't think we need it, but we might need it. At least getting back to the car today, Isaac. And another Isaac on the field. Dunzel for Chalakian. Speranza made that run. He's going in and out. It was read by Hovar. Here's Frangi. Can't get a toe on it to slow it down. And Speranza can play it any number of ways he wants. Plays it to Dunzel. The 1-2 first time up towards Cordier. Hovar there. You just see this shift now. Isaac Hovar's come across to the right. Byron Gin to the left. Just with Matty Cordier winning the better part of the battle there up against Byron Gin. Luke Cassidy has shifted to defenders across. And ladies and gentlemen, that's half time here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. The league leaders, the competition front runners, comfortable, cruising along at the moment, but big 45 minutes coming up in the second half. Can they come out and continue on how they finished off the first half? Will there be something in it for Hills United? 3-0 at the break. Goals in the first half. Hunter Elliott opened the scoring in the 15th. Alek Udashevsky from the spot in the 19th. Got his second of the day, his 24th in the 33rd minute. And no other goals to report on. Luke Hassley's got a big ask. He'll have an interesting conversation with his side. Needs to keep the belief in them to come out strong in the opening 15 minutes. See if they can pull one, maybe two back. Get back in this one. Can ill afford Rockdale to find a fourth. That would definitely kill off the game. But we'll take a short break here from the Ilinden Sports Centre. A wet and windy Rockdale today. Back in about 10 minutes' time. Rockdale 3, leading Hills United 0. And it's welcome back to the Ilinden Sports Centre. Ladies and gentlemen, this round 22 clash, second half, the final game of the round. The only game here today in the top flight of New South Wales. And it's Rockdale Ilinden with a commanding 3-0 lead. Let's see what Hills United have in this second half, or will Rockdale continue on with the same fashion they played out in that first half. There is one half-time substitution. Just trying to work out, maybe two. Lockie Sepping is on, and his debut for Hills. And Glenn Kelshaw is on as well. So Byron Ginn looks as though he has been replaced for Glenn Kelshaw. And Nikolai Muller has gone off, and Lockie Sepping on in his place. So number 19, Glenn Kelshaw on, and number 91, Lockie Sepping. Looking forward to seeing Lockie play. Haven't seen him live since he left Marconi. Good to see him back in the top league here once again after a trip overseas. Hills with the early free kick. Frenji. Dispossessed by Constable. Is Kataoka. Dunzo. Nice vision to pick out Rudashevsky and rolls it into the path of Constable. First time bowling, looking for Chalakian. Castley does well. Mako. Can't find Frangie. Collins. Speranza. Under pressure from Lopez. Has to play it long and picked out by Kelshaw. Kubo there just getting it taken off him by Katsuoka, who was a little more aggressive towards the ball. He's Constable. Hovar. We started the second half back on the left. Of course, they did that shift in the first half. Moved Gin across to the left and Hovar across to the right, but he's a left footer, so a natural left-footed player from the Bulls Academy as well. Hovar whips it up towards Petrados. Lopez plays it to Petrados, and he's dispossessed by Dunzo. Elliott, he's impressed me, this youngster, since coming into the top grade. Such a dearth of young talent around in New South Wales. Look at the under-20s. A lot of the sides are littered with 16, 17, 18-year-olds now. The days where they play the older players back don't really exist anymore, unless they need a game or two just coming back from injury. Otherwise, it's the youngsters who step up, and you can see he's Sepping now. Kelshaw. He's got great speed and movement, Lockie Sepping, so look for that in the centre of the park. As he looks to get his side going forward. He's over. Tries to play behind Collins for Lopez, but just didn't have the oomph on that pass. Isaac through Dunzo. Kataoka Speranza just peels out to the left. Katoko plays it. Cordier. The 1-2 with Udashevsky and gets around Kelshaw, and Cordier's off towards the 18-yard box. The face ball in, looking for Chalakian. Twisting, turning. The block there by Hovar. The shot by Cordier. And it's a goal kick. Well, Lockie Constable was screaming at Chalakian there. He was unmarked. Tried to go himself. Almost got the goal. I hazard a guess if he laid it out to Constable. It was almost 100% goal. Score still remains Rockdale 3, Hills United 0. Ryan Wood with the goal kick up over the halfway line towards Lopez, who just shoves Collins in the back there. Giving away a lot of size, so trying to get every sort of advantage he can, Tommy Lopez. That one there, draw the ire of the referee, Elliott. Tunzel just inside saying play DC as he's known. Daniel Collins, like a traffic controller. Frangi, Petrados ahead of him, can't really get the ball to him, so he's got to go back to Petkowski. It's much better from Hills United to start the second half. Build their way back into it. If they can find one, maybe a second's there, and then all of a sudden we have a game. Seen some crazy results, some late drama across multitude of weeks this year. Whilst it's commanding at the moment for Rockdale. Can't see them giving up 3 goals. They certainly tightened up after that heavy defeat to Marconi a couple of weeks ago. Blacktown last week. Just the Blacktown goal coming from a penalty. So no regulation goals after that 9-0 loss. And let's be honest, that's a once-in-a-lifetime game, that one. Been covering football in New South Wales for a long time. That's the heaviest score I've ever seen, especially for a competition leader. Well, they strengthen their books. They've got Nicholas Soros in. He's a fantastic pickup after losing Devonish Mears. As a young goalkeeper on the up, but the experience you need. I was talking to a reporter the other day, Mickey Brock. He's over in Perth at the moment. I'm supposed to be doing this game, but he's over for the darts. About you need a top-line goalkeeper, and that's no disrespect to any of the youngsters coming through, but we saw young Robbo the other year when Prendergast did his shoulder, came in and was phenomenal and made the Australian schoolboys. Obviously, the Joeys, they did it all that year. Well, that doesn't happen often. Just an experienced, strong keeper, commands the box. They save 2 or 3 every game. Here's Chalakian. Tried to play the 1-2 there with Constable. It's Frangi. Goes over and I'm not sure there's too much in that one. I think Frangi lucky probably just lost his balance more than anything else, but maybe a toe from Constable. Here's Constable again. Lucky wins it back and goes towards the 18-yard box. Tommy Mako there. He goes down and he's saying, referee, he pulled me down. Half of one, half the other. I think moments earlier, Tommy Mako had his half his shirt up around his chest. Good to see the intensity still here. Rockdale not just going through the motions, knowing that they've got to come out and play a big 45 minutes. Hills with that half-time talk from Luke Cassilive, re-energised. Odashevsky, Constable, Chalakian. Alec Urashevsky there is just saying he should have played me, and he's great mates. Everyone wants to score. Need to want the momentum to continue. It's amazing to think this is around 22 of 30. The ball in behind for Urashevsky. Cassidy there. Urashevsky gets his hat trick. Alec Urashevsky. That's 25. That's Hill's fourth against them today. Rockdale lead 4-0. Well, the Baker gets 3. There's nothing Ryan Wood could do. It was a great run, pinpoint accuracy in the run, the ball, the delivery in. He picked out that far post. Doesn't score as many with his right, but completed a hat-trick that time with goal number 3 of the afternoon. Well, I think he's got 25. He's going to set some records again this year, Alec Urashevsky. So just looking at perhaps another substitution. Not at the moment. Here's Urashevsky. The back heel for Chalakian is goes in an offside position. Referee, the assistant on the near side to us, Lance Greenshields, right in line. And Tommy Mako's going to go off, and Dimi Petratos comes on in his place. So his first start for Hills. Terrible weather here. It's been a while since I've called in the rain, but that's one of those days today. Constable. First time ball in. And there was just a push in the back there from Matty Cordier on Glenn Kelshaw. Cassidy. Kelshaw for Kubo. Petratos. That's Mucky. Frangi. Hovar continues on to his left, but he goes back infield for Petratos. Frangi. Kataoka almost winning it back for Rockdale. They've got to start from the halfway once again. Hovar there. Plays it on to no one, and Rockdale come away with it. Jimmy Petratos there just tugging on Kataoka. Not often you see two number 77s coming up against one another. There you have it. In the centre of the park. Giorgio Speranza for Cordier. He checks his lines. Matty Cordier onside. Looks to go in and around, but double team there. Cassidy helping out Kelshaw. Plays it over the sideline. Rockdale still with the ball, but away from danger for the moment. Dunzo. Kataoka. Urashevsky. Picked up by Sepping. This time it's Speranza. Dunzo, a strong challenge there from Sepping. Petratos. Maki. Infield to his brother Dimi. Has Frangi to the left. He'll go it alone perhaps. Lopez out to Frangi. First time ball in. Away by Robbie Speranza. Hovar. Just can't get a good final ball into the box. Hills United, they transition again. Urashevsky, the ball skids off the Ilinden centre here. Cordier in behind, and it's wonderful defensive work from Noah Cassidy. They take it quickly. Chalakian. Urashevsky for Chalakian, the 1-2 over the top, still with Alec Urashevsky on the byline, cuts it back. Ryan Wood down quickly, and had to be because Matty Cordier was about half a yard away. Killshaw. Lopez is onside, and he's onside. No, says the assistant. I think tough call. I'm not going to go against Shabul Jeha on the far side, but I could see from our commentary position, Tommy Lopez checked and checked and checked his run, and unlucky there. He was off and gone, 1v1 Nick Soros, but it's Rockdale with the ball. Shalakian now. Petrados playing some defensive work to help his team out. Concedes the corner. Everyone sent forward for Rockdale apart from Hunter Elliott. All 11 Hills players in the box. Shalakian with a corner. Goes far post. And evades everyone. In and out it goes. Casserly was the last man there. Strong just saw it out. Ryan Wood looking for options, and I think Daniel Pitkovsky's just said to him, let's send the ball long and try and win the ball higher downfield. Holds up in the wind here, still raining here at the Ilinden Sports Centre, southern part of Sydney. Nice cold one today, not too far from the airport. A chilly southerly, 25-30 kilometres an hour, so not perfect for the players. The ice cold out there, but they'll be looking forward to the showers. Well, at the moment, it will be Rockdale looking forward to the warm shower. Unless Hills can find a way back in this one, they'll be in and out of the sheds. Start again at training on Monday. Long ball from Wood. Speranza time. No one around him other than Akubo in front of him. Cordier. Ball that goes to Dunzo. Chalakian. Twisting, turning, has Hepping in his pocket, plays it to Dunzo. Cordier, strong challenge from Kelshaw, but it's still with Rockdale, and I think the last touch, referee just checking on the well-being. I think he said it was a throw, but I thought it was a corner. And Chalakian's gone over to the corner spot. It certainly looked like it was going to be a corner. They take it short. Udashevsky tried to pick out Ryan Wood near post. Cheeky bugger. Couldn't do that. There's not much he could have done today, Ryan Wood, in terms of the goals conceded. Just at the moment, the league leader's a little more clinical and no doubt fired up by the big wins from Marconi and Apia this week. Petrados. Okubo. Cuts infield, looking for some options, some runners. Not a lot in motion at the moment. Stepping across to Petkovsky. Frangi now. Over. Got to be strong there. He's under a lot of pressure from Kataoka. Casserly. Free kick. Issues, some technical issues for a moment or two. More so the youngsters here underneath us, creating a bit of raucous, bouncing around, and not sure if it's coming through in the camera, but can't imagine the noise and the vibrations. If I want to play, they can go and play behind the goals. Anyway, back to the action here, Dunzor. Much of a press at the moment from Hills. Just, I'll try and press once they come into their half now through Elliott. Kataoka checking the mirrors. Beautiful ball in for Chalakian, who turns on a dime. Still going. Brendan Chalakian twisting, turning onto his left. The shot, the block there by Petkovsky. Alek Udashevsky with a shot. What a save, Ryan Wood. Well, Udashevsky thought he had the fourth of the afternoon for himself. Ryan Wood, I told you, he's been in stellar form in recent weeks. That was a lot of power in that one. Managed to just tip it on the other side of the post. Euro bomber there launched the missile. Didn't quite hit the target. Ryan Wood was the scud. Away by Wood. Speranza goes down a little too meekly for mine there. Play on. Here's Hovan. Collins takes him down, and I think we're going to see a yellow card, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Collins there, getting his challenge all wrong. Up against Isaac Hovar, who was away from him. Tough challenge. Had no option there, Michael Weiner, to pull out the card on Daniel Collins. You can hear Nicholas Soros there in goals just saying to the players, come on guys, let's not drop our standards. We've got standards, keep working. Nick Stavroulakis in the technical area as well, just having a word to his players while Isaac Hovar is getting attended to. Jordan Lane about to strip off for Hills. The rain's eased a little bit. The referee just checking Hovar's well-being. He doesn't look in a good way, and I think it's going to get substituted immediately here, Isaac Hovar. Like substitution on the bench, Jordan Lane. He makes his way on and succumbing to injury, Isaac Hovar. So we hope he's okay. Didn't look good. So he'll just come on and slot into this left back role, vacated by the number 6. Not on from Lopez for Petrados. Robbie Speranza there and Soros. Speranza away. Cordier ahead of Kelshaw. Hills in possession now. Petrados dispossessed by Cordier. Chalakian. This time it's Kelshaw. And he's going to get a yellow now. Tackle from behind. An ugly tackle. Another one got his timing all wrong. Glenn Kelshaw. So he's going to get the yellow. Card either side. Daniel Collins and Glenn Kelshaw. Rockdale through Robbie Speranza. Take it now. Elliott. Look at Sepping there. You can hear him screaming, barking orders. Plays free. Let a pack up. Udashevsky with a diagonal switch across to Constable. Held up by Lane. Still going Lockie. Gets to the outside, can cut it back. Can they find a goal? No, they can't. Kataoka. Brilliant to get that foot out, but Ryan Wood, safe as a house. Once again. Quick distribution, looking for Frangie. Elliott goes to the ball and wins it. Constable. Pekovsky. Lane. I know it's a little difficult when you're trailing 4-0. There's still a lot of energy in the legs of the Rockdale players today, wanting to make another statement. This will be 10 wins out of their last 11. Just a blip on the radar against Marconi. Elliott. There's no doubt they're going to go on and win this one today. Can they increase the lead? What the final score will be is the main thing. They are headed to another 3 points, unless some minor miracle and some frustration there from Frangie. The block even off Elliott, stayed with Rockdale. Collins. Speranza can shift it across quick. Giorgio Speranza's on his own over on that left-hand side. The ball in front of him. Nice first touch from the G-man, Cordier. Again, loves to skip inside and outside, Matty Cordier. The ball back. Just evades Giorgio Speranza. So to Alec Urushevsky. Petrados. There's Dimmy. Out to Jordan Lane. He didn't check his mirrors quick enough there. Chalakian, told you, hasn't stopped. Hungry for more. This Rockdale side. He'll just need to find a goal or two. It's a tall ask to get something out of it, but they're fighting in that relegation battle, and it's going to come down to goal difference towards the end of the season. So if they can pull 1 or 2 back, that'll really help them. Coming into this one, they were minus 22 now, minus 26. 24 goals and 50 against. Oh, at the other end of the spectrum, Rockdale scored 57, conceded 32. But 9 of those coming against Marconi, so you do the math. They've only been a goal a game. Very strong defence, and now that Robbie Speranza's at full health, Daniel Collins doing a great job in the heart of the defence. Mid-season move last year across from Blacktown. And Tommy Lopez gets to his feet, and the referee plays the whistle. Hunter Elliott saying to Nicholas Soros, hurry up. I'm freezing. I think those were the words. You catch a cold out on the sideline on your own, waiting for the ball. You just got to work harder. It's not working out at the moment. Let's get something back in this back half of the half and build towards next week. Of course, next week, Rockdale away to Spirit. Here's United. Away to Manly United, so both teams away next week. Round 23 action. RPO midweek as well, up against Central Coast Mariners at Plume Park. That game will be live and exclusive on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel, as they all are. I'm very surprised if it's not our man up there, Pete Pryor, calling that one. He was supposed to call it when it was originally scheduled. And the Coasties should get the job. Into the final 20 minutes. Rockdale leading 4-0. That game at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Central Coast Mariners Academy taking on RP Leichhardt. Plume Park. Set your dials to watch that one. Don't forget, tickets on sale shortly for the round of 32 clash contests. Of course, Rockdale, one of the sides playing in the round of 32. RP another from NPL New South Wales, joined by Blacktown City and NWS Spirit. Waratah Cups clash coming up shortly. Who will take out this year's prestigious cup, the Waratah Cup. There's Brendan Chalakian. Tries to get an assist for a fifth here. The ball in and comes off the underside of the bar, and it's Lockie Constable who finds the fifth. Brendan Chalakian with a beautiful corner in. Gets the assist off the underside of the bar. Rockdale get 5. And it's certainly another 5-star performance from the league leaders. It's number 7 for Lockie Constable this year. It's been a good return. Strong header. Glancing header off the underside of the crossbar. Not much Ryan Wood could do, and to be fair, can't blame for any of the goals today. He's been great in goals. Could have had a couple of more had it not have been some brilliant saves from him. It's 5-0, the home side. Expect to see some changes shortly. A dearth of talent, unused players at the moment. Blake Rashuda, by Antonio, Yinkason Mola on the bench. Lockie Griffiths as well. And they're going to all come on. I'd say Nick Stavrilak's going to empty the bench very soon. Here's Lockie Constable now, the goal scorer of the 5th goal. Over the top for Udashevsky. And I tell you what, Casserly there just got enough because Alec was going for 6 for the team today. Of course, he scored only 3. We'll get the match ball with his hat-trick. Akubo. Kelshaw, Sepping. Skips around Dunzor, but heavy challenge from Giorgio Speranza. And second still with Hills. Akubo. Lane. Has Frangi to his left. Plays the ball in for Akubo. Petrados there too with him. Dinks it over the top. Speranza gets the head in and strong in the centre of the park. Akubo goes down. Dunzor comes away with it. Cordier. Now to Udashevsky, and they'll transition. And they don't have the numbers at the moment. It's only 2 on 5, but there's always a way. There's always a will to find the man. Chalakian, the only target in the box. Hunter Elliott coming there. Wood spills. Away by Lane. Frangi now gets things calmed. 4 Hills. Lane. Back to Wood. It's been a tough afternoon for Hills United. Never going to be an easy one up against Rockdale. First goal today would have been all important, especially for a side that's working hard each and every week to stay up in NPL New South Wales men's. And we're going to see 4 substitutions for Rockdale. So coming off will be Brendan Chalakian. There's 1. Isaac Dunzor 2. Daniel Collins 3. And we're waiting for the 4th. And Matthew Cordia is the other one. So by Antonio, we already covered him. Matty Cordia, the last man off. So Yinka Sunmola on. By Antonio on. Blake Rashudo on. Lockie Griffiths on. The benches are empty, ladies and gentlemen. It's by Antonio over on that far side. Rashudo with a great hairstyle in behind him. Hunter Elliott, look at him, he's got an acres of space, and there's red and black steaming everywhere. Bay Antonio, far post, can he get it to him? Bay Antonio! Well, that would have been his first touch. He would have put it through the back of the net. He hit that hard, it almost ended up down at Rockdale Plaza. Bay Antonio, oh, that would have been some goal. He'll have to go again now. The number 9. Petrados. This time it's a ball over the top for Lopez, but Griffiths there. Shepherds him towards the sideline. Allows Giorgio Speranza to come out and help. his brother Roberto. They play infield ball. Kataoka. Inka Sunmola. Former Mount Druitt Town Ranger players there. Frangie and Sunmola. Here's Sunmola now. Can't miss him. He's a giant of a lad. Rashudo. Giorgio Speranza. Good possession from Rockdale. You just feel there's going to be 6. The fashion and the form that they're in. Hunter Elliott. Again, the ball in, looking for Udashevsky. Well, he was half a yard away from getting his 4th. The perfect ball in, or almost the perfect ball from Hunter Elliott. They are full of confidence. Cam Philp going to come on now, and looks like Anthony Frangie making his way off. So 11 off, 13 on. Frangie not happy, but hasn't been a memorable afternoon for Hills today. Butkowski thinks it into the space, but Katoka comes away with Rashudo under pressure from Philp. Rashudo plays Antonio, the first time ball in. Won by Hills. Lane under pressure. Gives it away. Elliott fighting with Petrados, and Dimmy comes away with it this time for Maki. Kelshaw overlapping on the right-hand side. Kubo wants the ball back, but Petrados can't get it to him. Kelshaw now. Petrados. So Dimi Petrados, Maki Petrados, Thomas Lopez. Griffiths fighting hard, but it's still with Hills and Kubo. And there's a foul picked up there by, I believe, Charbel Gehar, the assistant on the far side. Of course, the referees here in New South Wales mic'd up. So if it's something Michael couldn't see, the referee, Michael Wiener, was right in front of Charbel Gehar, so it has been that way for a couple of years now. So Kataoka, what a good shift it's been from him today. He's going to feature prominently, I would expect, the team of the week. I've loved his movement, his vision in the middle of the park. Everything on point. He's done well. No Pelicanos today, out through suspension. Hey, look at the depth Rockdale have now. Anyone, a number of those players come on, slot into almost every starting lineup in the competition. Up here's another side that has a lot of depth. Experience at Blacktown, Marconi too, when they're all available. Nickerson Moller. Elliott. Kataoka. That time he gives it away, looking to find by Antonio. Petrados. For Cam Philp. They can switch it across to the right if they can get it there. Sepping. To Wood. Kelshaw is on with a diagonal ball, and Wood gets it over to him. Does well to keep it in, Glenn Kelshaw. Up over the half he goes now, needing some runners. Lopez there infield. The first time ball for Petrados, and Petrados with a switch out. He'll do well to keep it in, Cam Philp or Jordan Lane, and that one's headed towards the Rockdale dugout. And Bray Ovens on. And we're going to see Lockie Constable come off, and it's been a good shift from Lockie Constable. Great shift from Lockie today. High fives from the coaching staff on his way out. Ovens. Rashudo. Katoko just pressed and the back there from Sepping. We saw him coming and played it first time. Petrados, Philp. Elliott again, he's been everywhere. He's deserved his goal today. The irony is, scored the opener in that transition off the Hills corner, but is any man deserving of a goal today? He's your man, the number 23. Udashevsky over there, just hoping that Bay Antonio could keep it in. So he could move downfield, and Antonio couldn't. Kelshaw with the throw. Buduszewski. Looking at who's going to get the ball. Can't see the timer here, but about 5 minutes left of regulation. And there'll be a few minutes due to the substitutions. The scores remain, well, they're headed to a victory, 5-0 up, but Rockdale on 53, Marconi on 44, but RP on 43, but do have 2 games in hand, one of those up against Central Coast Mariners on Wednesday. They win those 2 games, it takes them to 49, so they're only 4 points off the mix. Clear second, they will be. And the team chasing Rockdale so often last year, it was Rockdale chasing Apia. Of course, Apia was strong in the end. Blacktown City came home strong, but they were the league leaders, the runaway leaders, majority last year, Apia. This time it's Apia doing the chasing, hoping that Rockdale can slip up, can suffer a loss, and Apia get full points. The 4 points becomes 1. It's a lot of football to be played in these final 8 weeks. This round 22, 8 to go after this one. Like Risciuto. Sunmola. Cuts inside Philp. Elliott. Ovens. Still going. Antonio there on his own. Tees it up. Finds the back of the net. No. Strong hands from Wood. The ball's still in. Away by Lane. Well, a nice little cameo from by Antonio. He searches to find a goal. Corner's taken away by Kelshaw. He got excited there, Giorgio Speranza. Took it as it was rising. To be honest, it was a difficult shot from there. A lot of bodies in front of him. If he got over it, probably hit someone anyway, but you're 5-0 up, approaching full time. The ball comes out to you on the half volley. You're not going to dink it back in. I wouldn't. Wood with a goal kick. Jordan Lane can't keep it in. Is there time for one more for Rockdale? Can they find 6? Half a dozen. They can get 6, perhaps. You go to Buduszewski's Bakery tomorrow. Ask for 6, we'll give you 7. I don't know, it's always worth a mention. Michael Wiener with a free kick. Taken quickly by Griffiths. There he is. Just asking Katoka to move. He plays it infield. Risciuto, the only man, out to Elliott. Katoka for Roberto Speranza. Ovens. Katoka. Elliott. Inka Sunmola hugging the near side. Elliott goes inside. Away from his runners. Ovens. Out to Sunmola. Inka can measure this ball in. A nice ball in it is. Who will it fall to? Away by Petrados. Just over the halfway. Won't go in. Roberto keeps it in. Antonio over on that side. Asking for it back. fancies himself up against Kelshaw. Roberto Speranza. The direct ball through the centre. He's aiming for Blake Rashudo. Waited everyone and straight to Ryan Wood. Yinka Samola nods it down for Rashudo. Sepping comes in, clears it away, only as far as Griffiths. Elliott, back to Griffiths. Kataoka for Roberto Speranza. Samola. Approaching full time in this one. Rockdale 5. Leading Hills 0. Can they find a 6? Rashudo. Urushevsky. He's wanting to load up the trigger by Antonio. Gets the corner. Approaching full time here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Rockdale 5. Hills United 0. Alec Urushevsky with a hat-trick. Lucky Constable with 1. Hunter Elliott with the other. They'll leave this one for Kataoka to swing in. The in-swinging right footer. Right on full time now. About to see the semaphore of the fourth official. The ball in. And it got a touch on the end off one of the Hills players, I believe. Yes, it was the header from Lockie Griffiths. There will be, when it's semaphore, 3 additional minutes of time added on. Wood punches it away, nodded on. And Petranos has stayed down after that challenge. Gets to his feet slowly. 3 additional minutes to be played here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Antonio, nice ball in the path of Sun Molo. Looking for Rashudo. And it's flagged now, so 3 additional minutes of time added on here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. It's been a tough day at the office for Hills United. A long trek home tonight. It all starts again tomorrow at training. Some big games ahead next week. Katsoka to Wood. Again has to punch it away. This time he scoops the ball cleanly. And Alec Urushevsky's going to play the full 90 minutes tonight. You don't see that too often with the skipper, but he wants to make sure that he's there at the end to take the match ball home. Gasson Mola. So just while this game winds down next week, of course, the Wednesday night, round 17, rescheduled game, Central Coast Mariners from Plume Park taking on RP Lycott, 8 o'clock. Peter Pryor calling the action there for you. Round 23 kicks off next Friday. Manly United hosting Hills United, so not a long turnaround for Hills. And on Saturday, Spirit taking on Ilinden at Christie Park, 5:30. Also on Saturday, St George FC taking on Western Sydney Wanderers. St George City hosting Sydney FC. And on Sunday, 4 games, Sydney United, Blacktown City. What a blockbuster that'll be at Adenza Park. Wollongong Wolves hosting Sydney Olympic. Central Coast Mariners Academy back in action again, up against Marconi Stallions. And RP Leichhardt back at home, up against Sutherland Sharks. So there your games for next week. Don't forget all the match reports, all the latest highlights, the analysis. Check the NPL New South Wales Facebook page, all the socials, Instagram, YouTube channel for all the highlights. Full matches if you choose, across the men's and women's. Top flight as well as League One men's and women's match of the rounds. But can they get a consolation here through Kubo? Kubo twisting, turning, plays it off Speranza, and maybe one of the last opportunities for either side to get a goal in this one. Another big victory for Rockdale. Matoka and Speranza there just in case the short ball. They go into the box away by Rishudo. Falls to Petrados. Ladies and gentlemen, that's full time here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Another crushing victory for Rockdale Ilinden, their 17th of the season. Led by their captain, Alek Udushevsky, on the back of a hat-trick. They were too good for Hills United tonight. They maintain their lead at 9 points at the top of the table. Of course, Apia have 2 catch-up games, but they are the side to run down at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, full time once again, where it's ended. Rockdale Ilinden 5, Hills United 0. Well, a wonderful victory for Rockdale Ilinden today. They started off in good fashion in the 15th minute. Hunter Elliott getting a great goal in transition. Set up nicely by Matthew Cordier. Alek Jurasevsky from the spot got one in the 19th minute. Got his second in the 33rd. And so the score remained 3-0 at half-time. Jurasevsky with his hat-trick goal in the 54th minute. Round out a wonderful afternoon for him. 25 goals he's now gone to on the ladder. And Lockie Constable in the 74th minute got Rockdale's 5th. A resounding victory for the home side. Hills United mired in that relegation battle. They do have some players that have come into the squad. They'll be relying on them in the coming weeks. Also, their test of character in terms of depth. The teams below them have chalked up victories in recent weeks. They're going to have to do the same if they're to maintain top flight football next year. But from the Ilinden Sports Centre, until next week, it's been a pleasure calling this one for you, along with the Sportscast crew, where it's ended Rockdale Ilinden 5, Hills United 0. Thank you and good night.